Most guys are wasting years on the wrong chest exercises. I know that stings, but look around your gym. How many guys bench every Monday, week after week, yet still look flat in a t-shirt? I was one of them. I followed every bro split. Monday was chest day, heavy presses, endless sets, chasing the pump. I thought I was building size. But one day, under the gym lights, I saw the truth. My chest had no shape. No upper shelf, no real structure, just mass without aesthetics. That's when I realized it's not about effort, it's about strategy. Building a powerful, head-turning chest isn't just pressing heavy. It's about angles, fibers, activation, and hitting them with surgical precision. That's why in this video, I'm showing you the only 5 chest exercises you actually need, not 20 random machines. Not a Frankenstein workout you saw on TikTok, just 5 movements. Hand-picked, science-backed, sequenced with intention. We're hitting every portion of the pecs, fast and slow twitch fibers, with zero fluff. And yes, the order matters. If you want growth, you attack stubborn fibers first while you're fresh. Then finish with precision when you're fatigued. And the best part, you don't need fancy equipment, just proper form, intention, and the right plan. So, if you've been training hard without results, this is your turning point. But before we dive in, if this already feels like the advice you've been missing, hit subscribe, because what's coming next could change the way you train forever. Exercise 1. Flat dumbbell bench press. Everyone thinks of the bench press when it's chest day. The problem? Most grab a barbell, load it up heavy, and push with their shoulders and ego instead of their pecs. The result? Sore joints and a chest that still looks flat. That's why we're starting with dumbbells. They fix what the barbell can't. Dumbbells give you freedom of movement. At the bottom, you can go deeper for a real stretch. At the top, you can squeeze the pecs together like you're trying to crush a ball between them. That stretch and squeeze is the secret sauce for real growth. Even better, dumbbells prevent imbalances. With a barbell, your stronger side always takes over. With dumbbells, both pecs are forced to work equally. No cheating, no asymmetry. Here's how to do it right. Lower the dumbbells slowly. Don't drop them. The eccentric builds muscle. Pause briefly at the bottom for maximum stretch. Drive them up powerfully, but don't slam them together. Keep tension. Retract your shoulder blades and lock them into the bench. This keeps the load on your pecs, not your shoulders. Play with rep ranges here. Go heavy with low reps for strength, then lighter with higher reps to flood the muscle. Done right, this move builds the dense, plate-like look across your chest, the foundation every other exercise builds on. But don't stop here. This is just the base. The real transformation comes next. Exercise 2. High pulley crossover. If the flat press builds your foundation, the high pulley crossover sculpts the detail, especially that lower chest drop that makes a physique stand out. Most guys skip this because they're obsessed with pressing, but presses alone won't give you a complete chest. You need adduction, bringing your arms together. That's what fills in the gaps and creates roundness. Here's how to do it. Take a staggered stance and lean forward slightly to shift the tension onto your chest. Grab the handles with a soft bend in your elbows. Pull down in a wide arc, bringing your hands toward your waist. At the bottom, squeeze your pecs like you're trying to crush something between your forearms. Hold for a second. Though most guys go too heavy and turn it into a shoulder movement. Don't. Use a weight you can control and focus on the contraction. The magic isn't in moving the stack. It's in keeping constant tension on the chest. Control the negative on the way back. Imagine resisting the pull the entire time. That's what floods the chest with growth and carves definition. This move mostly targets slow twitch fibers, so think higher reps, longer time under tension, and shorter rests. The goal here isn't max strength, it's max burn. When your chest feels pumped so hard it's almost painful, that's when you know you nailed it. With just 2 moves, you've already built size and started carving shape. But the next exercise, that's the real game changer. Exercise 3. Incline dumbbell bench press. If the flat press built your base and the crossover carved your lower chest, the incline dumbbell press is the move that transforms your upper chest. The part most guys neglect. The upper chest is what gives that shelf-like, squared look across your collarbone. It's what makes a t-shirt fit like armor. Without it, your torso always looks unfinished, no matter how big your lower pecs are. Dumbbells are the secret here. Unlike a barbell that locks you into one path, dumbbells give you freedom. Freedom to stretch deeper, press higher, and squeeze harder. They also fix imbalances by forcing each pec to pull its own weight. Ever notice the bar tilting on incline bench? That's your strong side taking over. Dumbbells eliminate that. Here's how to do it. Set your bench at 30 to 45 degrees. Any higher and you'll hit shoulders, not chest. Keep your shoulder blades pinned back and down. Lower the dumbbells under control. Elbows at about 45 degrees from your torso, not flared wide. At the top, bring the dumbbells slightly in toward each other and squeeze your pecs like you're crushing a ball. Safety tip: unlike barbells, dumbbells are fail-proof. If you can't finish a rep, just drop them to the side. That lets you push closer to your true limits safely. This movement primarily hits fast-twitch fibers, the ones responsible for strength and size. So go heavy, push low reps, and focus on explosive drive with controlled negatives. Combine that with a tight squeeze at the top, and your upper chest will finally start to stand out. Without this, your chest will always look incomplete. With it, you're building the armor plate that makes physiques pop. Exercise 4. Low pulley crossover. Now that the upper chest has been built with pressing, we need to carve it with precision, and nothing does that better than the low pulley crossover. Most lifters stop at pressing. That's why their chests look flat. Pressing builds mass, but adduction, bringing your arms together, is what creates roundness and separation. The low pulley crossover attacks the upper pecs at a completely different angle, adding detail right under the collarbone and squaring out the chest. Here's how to execute it. Set the pulleys around knee height. Take a staggered stance with a slight forward lean. With elbows softly bent, pull the handles upward in a wide arc until they nearly meet in front of your chest. At the top, squeeze hard for 1 full second. Slowly resist on the way back. This negative is where growth happens. Think of it as hugging a giant tree. Your pecs drive the movement, not your arms. Mistakes to avoid: pulling with your biceps or shoulders. This isn't an arm exercise. Locking out elbows. Keep them bent slightly to maintain pec tension. Rushing reps. This is about control and constant tension, not stack size. The low pulley crossover works more slow twitch fibers, so it responds best to higher reps, controlled tempo, and minimal rest. Expect a pump that feels like your chest is swelling against your skin. That pump is nutrient-rich blood flooding the muscle, driving growth and recovery. Pairing this with the incline press hits your upper chest from 2 unique angles. Pressing for size, pulling for detail. That's how you create a balanced, 3-dimensional. Exercise 5. Pec deck machine. After heavy presses and cable work, your stabilizers are gassed. That's exactly why the pec deck is the perfect finisher. It strips away the balance and lets you focus purely on contraction. Think of it as the final chisel stroke that completes the sculpture. Here's how to use it. Set the handles at mid-chest height. Sit back, lock your torso against the pad. With a slight bend in your elbows, bring your arms around like you're hugging a tree. At the front, pause and squeeze hard. Imagine trying to crush an orange between your pecs. On the return, control the stretch. Don't let the weight snap back, and don't let your shoulders roll forward. The pec deck gives you constant tension, something free weights can't. That loaded stretch at the start plus peak contraction at the finish is one of the strongest triggers for hypertrophy. This move mostly targets slow twitch fibers, so keep reps high, rest short, and chase the burn. The pump will be insane, but that's exactly what floods your pecs with blood and nutrients, priming them for recovery and growth. Don't cheat yourself here by slamming the handles together. Keep tension alive the whole set. By the time you finish, Your chest should be completely destroyed in the best way. Fibers broken down, filled with blood, and primed to grow. And there you have it. 5 exercises. Not 20, not 30, just 5. Each one chosen for a reason. Each one sequenced for maximum effect. Flat dumbbell press for dense mass. High pulley crossover for lower chest call. Incline dumbbell press for the upper shelf. Low pulley crossover for definition and balance. Pec deck for the finishing blow. Together, they hit every fiber, every angle, and every function of the chest. Do them in this order, and you're not just training, you're sculpting. This isn't random volume, this is strategy. And if you stick with it, the chest you've been chasing will finally start to take shape.